Okay, so welcome everyone to the camera electronic interview with Stefan Gosatti on the new Nikon Z7 and related lenses and accessories. Stefan, how long have you had the camera for?
Less than 24 hours,
right.
But it's been an intensive 24 hours. I've had a lot of fun learning this new mirrorless camera.
Okay, so what's the probably one of the most favourite things that has stood out?
Well, I do like the electronic viewfinder. I find it quite informative.
So you've been using optical viewfinder a long time with DSLR. What's it like using an EVF?
Once I took an image, it remained in the viewfinder, which I found a little bit disconcerting. Looked through the menu system, figured out how to turn it off. It was all good.
So from what I understand, it's 3.6 million dots in the viewfinder. Some of the discussions online are about single card slot versus twin card slot. How do you find it being a professional with one card slot?
It never even crossed my mind. I shoot to one card in my D5s and D850s. I do from time to time have the second card as a backup. Other than that, it's not an issue for me.
Yeah, and the card was fast and receptive, being on XQD?
I've been shooting the XQD for several years now. They're perfect. I've had no problem with XQDs, and it's no different with the Z7.
And so the exciting question, have you tried the adapter yet with one of your DSLR lenses from Nikon?
I have. I put my trusty 85-1.4 on it and took some portrait shots, and it was beautiful. The images were great. Autofocus responded perfectly as if it was on my DSLR.
So do you see a lot of the Nikon DSLR owners owning a camera like this with the adapter using their lenses?
Well, yeah, it's an easy transition, even for me, to move into this system, knowing that I can use the great repertoire of lenses that I already have.
Sure.
It's a no-brainer, really.
So their kit lens that they're actually putting in the same box, and you can also buy it separately, the stock standard is the 24-70 f4. As a commercial pro photographer who does like fast lenses, is that usable in your day-to-day? The f4?
Absolutely. I shoot f4 a lot of the time anyway.
Oh, brilliant. Have you heard about the Z6?
Yes, I have. Nikon have published some information on the Z6. That is an interesting body as well. Probably more suited towards editorial photography, event photography. It's a faster frame rate and a smaller file size, which is probably better suited for that type of work.
Very useful for what you're going to be doing with editorial work, and about 24 megapixel over the 45 odd in this one?
Correct.
Okay, excellent. When you talk about being a professional photographer, a commercial photographer, I hear you're also an Eagles photographer. We've got the Australian Grand Final coming up next weekend.
Correct. I am West Coast Eagles team photographer, and all fingers and toes crossed that we get to the Grand Final.
So next weekend, Grand Final, are you going to use the Z7?
Yes, hopefully so. Hopefully.
If we can get you one.
Yeah, if Nikon can get me a camera, I'll be taking it with me to the Grand Final.
I just want to say thanks so much to Stefan Gosatti, professional photographer. We've learned a lot about the Nikon Z system. I'm excited to hear more about the roadmap of lenses coming out. And stay tuned, people will be having a Z6 discussion shortly. Thank you. Welcome to the new camera electronic showroom, people. Tell us about it, Stefan. No good?
That went all over the place. Am I covering the... I need to move my hands a little bit. Am I covering the camera? Does that matter?
No, that's fine.
What do you guys think of the F4, you cheeky bastards? Ladies and gentlemen, SaulMan Frank interviewing Stefan Gosatti about the new Nikon Z system. Tell us about it, Stefan.